After 2 hours, they had only played two sets. And a
bit of a grind.
Wow.
The lady of the opponent, she came up to me and she says, I don't really care now who wins.
When you were both living in Montserrat, did you know about tennis? How did you learn about tennis? Where did your love for tennis come from?
When I was growing up in Montserrat, if you're inspired by sport, you have two options: cricket and athletics. But as you are growing up in school, there was another game that we play when it's raining: table tennis. The point system that they use for lawn tennis was the same point system we use for table tennis back home.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. Is that the same for you as well, Mary? Did you learn about tennis when you were in Montserrat, or did you learn about it more when you came over to England?
Yes, so I didn't know of tennis in Montserrat. It's only when I came here as one of the Windrush school children, and I went on to school and I was taught it there. I've got a book on learning to play tennis.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
With Mario Bueno on the cover.
Yeah. Can you remember, Danielle, the first time that your grandparents came to see you play? Or I can ask Cyril and Mary, can you remember the first time when you saw Danielle play?
One that stood out for me in the very early years, we were playing in Oxford. The grounds was in Oxford. And after 2 hours, they had only played two sets. And
a bit of a grind.
Wow.
And I remember the lady of the opponent, she came up to me and she says, I don't really care now who wins. I want to get home.
Cyril and Mary, I've got to ask you, who are the players that you used to enjoy, let's say in the 60s and 70s, and who do you like watching today? Let's start with you, Mary.
During the 60s and 70s, I was more into Billie Jean King. One player that I did, and I still do admire him for all the obstacles that were placed in front of him, was Arthur Ashe. And also, with the Williams sisters coming through when they did, they had changed the face of tennis. So that is something that could be an inspiration for my granddaughter.
Definitely.
Yeah.
When I think that it's really become clear, especially speaking with Granny and Granddad over the past few days, that there are actually a lot of forgotten players of colour that I didn't know about. And it's really inspirational for me as a person of colour, as a Black up-and-coming female, hearing about all these, forgotten athletes of tennis.
To have Serena and Venus dominate tennis for so many years, particularly at Wimbledon on the grass, how much of an inspiration has the Williams sisters been to you, Danielle?
I think they've been a great inspiration. The fact that, they changed women's tennis, so it kind of gives me hope that I can get where they are, because I come from maybe not the same background, but the similar of us both, all of us coming from Black families. My whole family have been a great inspiration for me, especially my grandparents coming through in the Windrush generation, and all the adversities that they had to overcome. They've sort of instilled morals and values for me to almost fight for what I want. And that even on court, even though equality still isn't great now, it's actually even when I step out onto that court, everyone is equal and you've just got to bring what you can on the day.
So in terms of Danielle's career, where she's at right now, grandparents, how proud are you of your granddaughter? Let's start with you, Cyril.
I'm very proud to know I'm the grandfather of Danielle. It's been a great journey for me. It's a great journey.
What about you, Mary? How proud are you of your granddaughter?
We're extremely proud of what Danielle has done and how far she has got. And because we have always loved the tennis, her mother also, we are actually thankful and proud that she has got this far and hope that the journey continues in the right direction.